May the Torch Be With You by escapist artist MoNique LeRoux. My very first ever live fire resin paintings in the escapist mentorship program in Houston, Texas. With this one, I asked the crowd because I was so nervous to do one. I figured why not get them involved? It might lower some anxiety and get them really interested in what I'm doing because I'm really trying to share my emotions with people. So I asked them to pick colors. So I imagined that the colors that they pick had a special meaning to them and a texture, a feeling. And so in my mind, when I start mixing and doing my chemistry, I'm thinking about how does love feel? How does passion feel? Does this look like fire to me? How would fire look and how would fire feel if they were emotions? And I get into it when I put that first coating down. That's my working layer. I'll get my hands into it and spread it around to make sure it's really even, but also at the same time, this is very therapeutic for me. I'm about to put my feelings here, so I'm getting really involved into this. With the colors and everything, I'm thinking about how I want this to look when I get done. I am thinking about what I'm about to create and how magical it's about to be through chemistry, structure, freedom, and liberation at the same time, and how much this soothes the burdens of being depressed on the inside. Now, this process just for me caused some anxiety, but it's so much fun at the same time where I get to do the chemistry, measure out the chemicals. Sometimes when I want something to fall or look a certain way, it's got to be an exact ratio. When the mask goes on, I don't hear a thing. Nothing exists, and I am about to enter my extreme, euphoric, happy place of release and escape from depression. And I just let go. I let it go. Whatever I'm thinking, whatever I'm feeling, whatever I'm hiding, whatever emotion I don't understand, or whatever one that's making me happy, it just doesn't matter. I'm letting it go right here. The way they fall, the way they look, the way that these chemicals keep working and curing as the resin keeps working and curing. It's euphoric for me. Sometimes I get chills. I breathe hard. I get so happy and so exhilarated, I have to shake it off. Like, this is not a part of me that I typically show or share with anyone. I've been sad most of my life. When I'm happy or sad or just expressing what I don't know how to express, I kind of want to keep that private. It's such a beautiful thing to see my work when it's going so well and it's falling into all the right places. When I add the fire to it, that's when I'm having so much fun. I'm creating something very deep and very profound. If I want to add a lot of texture, I'm screaming something really, really loud. And at this time, I just knew I was happy, but so full of anxiety at the same time doing this live in front of people. But this makes me happy. That these things, like, it moves while I move, and it's almost like this is the only time that I truly feel like I'm in control of anything. That any calculation or feeling that I had about anything, I have control over. And the way that fire moves and it dances and it mesmerizes me, it's just, for me, it's just a beautiful thing to see. At the end, I always take a stance back. I'm pretty emotionally exhausted trying to figure out if this is what I meant to say. Do I need to change it? Is this part loud enough? Is this part soft enough? Am I satisfied with what I've said that I didn't know how to say? Am I now free from my own inner emotional burdens, or am I enjoying this and just had the time of my life, but I know I have to leave and go back to the world? And when it's done, I take the mask off and I come back to this world where I don't know how to say how I feel anymore. But it's crazy because sometimes some people see exactly what you're trying to say. I think what's incredible about my art sometimes is that someone actually knows a lot of you. know exactly what I was trying to say. And in a wild sense, isn't that what we all want? We just want someone to understand us.